All right, before we jump into another traditional draft for Theros Beyond Death, I want to remind everyone that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their website by clicking on the panel below with their logo on it on Twitch or on the link in the description below on YouTube. If you do that, they'll know I sent you there. Oh, is it Pelucranos? That would make more sense. That would make more sense. Like I said, I'm bad at art. I don't pay as much attention to it, I think, as most people do in Magic. Yeah. So, Thrix is a pretty easy pick. You know, big, huge flyer. You can flash into play and, you know, kill things like that. Then it has, you know, the other part of the card isn't going to pay you off that often, but, you know, it's upside on an already a card that would have been first pickable anyway. So, and it comes up, you know, maybe once or twice a draft where making something cost one less really matters. But yeah, it's a pretty easy first pick. We will take Thrix. Kind of leaning towards Hierophant here, I think. I like that it loads your graveyard and trades for anything. I do really love Heliod's Pilgrim, too. It's pretty great in the right deck. Siona's a pretty nice signpost uncommon. Stinging Lionfish is alright, but I think I'd rather have the Hierophant here. Need to turn down my volume some. These monsters are scaring me. Alright, well here we probably take Dreadful Apathy. It's a great removal spell. I do love me some Underworld Rage Hound. Might be my favorite common in the set, just because it's so grindy and fun, even though it's also aggressive at the same time. I'm not a huge Hydra's Growth fan. It's just way too inconsistent for me. It's too swingy. In some decks I'll play it, but it's not going to be this one most likely. Yeah, it's traditional Solomon. Ranked is gone, apparently, for now, which is sad. But yeah, I think the Dreadful Apathy is enough better than like Funeral Rites or Soul Reaper that it's what we take here. And we just keep seeing what's open going forward. Well, this pack is underwhelming, huh? No white cards to speak of. Enemy of Enlightenment. If you need a finisher, you could do worse. Funeral Rites is fine. Yeah, this is a super underwhelming pack. I think we take Funeral Rites. I think I'd rather have it than the first Soul Reaper, the first Funeral Rites, that is. I like loading my graveyard and drawing cards. I'm all about that life. Probably Triumphant Surge. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, so is Grim Physician, random red cards. You know, we keep seeing a bunch of red cards, but they're all pretty underwhelming, and they haven't been enough to make me want to switch at all. So let's take the Surge. Okay, so Threnody Singer is quite good to still be here, and I think that's what we take here for sure. Nylea's Forerunner is nice too, but I really like Threnody Singer. Okay, so here we have another Lionfish option. Man, white just seems like it's not open at all, I guess. Yeah, the Trickster's fine, but he's nothing special, just like basically all the other cards in that pack were. Yeah, so the Harpy's fine. I like it more than the Enemy of Enlightenment in this format, and I think I like it more than the Lionfish, at least at this point in our deck. Yeah. Go with the Harpy. Ooh, well, I do like Sentinel's Eyes a reasonable amount. It's definitely better in a deck where you have lots of Constellation and Aura payoffs, and we have 0 of either of those so far. Obviously, we could get them. But maybe I just want to take another reasonable creature here, like a Harpy or a Lampad. I think the best card in this pack is probably Sentinel's Eyes, just because of the upside it has. But, you know, I guess we have 2 white cards that are pretty good. But again, it has good upside, but I don't see us taking advantage of it all that well. I think I'll take a Lampad here. Okay, so the question now is Temple Thief better than Stinging Lionfish? Well, We already have a few cards that trigger the lionfish. So I'm going to guess the answer is no at this point. And go with the lionfish. And there's another one. And I say, sure. Let's take another one. So the Rage Hound is definitely the best card here. It probably shouldn't be in this pack anymore. But it doesn't help us a whole lot. I mean, we could still end up in a different color altogether, I guess. And maybe it's enough better than these. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Let's do it. Same thing there. Okay. Well, we got the Labyrinth of Scophos, which is a pretty good card. But I do think Mire Triton might just be better. Life gain, mill yourself. Right now, we actually don't have any way of taking advantage of milling ourselves, which is a little frustrating, but surely we will pick things up that let us do that. But yeah, I think Mire Triton's better than the Labyrinth. It's close. Maybe pack one, pick one. That's not true because you don't have any other cards. But I think here we want the Triton. Back-to-back Tritons is pretty good, but I think we actually want Final Death more. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Anax is real nice, but I don't think we're ending up there. Solomon, I'm never a big person who like concludes that one guild is like better than all the rest, just because it doesn't do that much good to think about it, because whatever's open is going to be your best deck. So no, I don't really remember is the short answer. I remember Golgari is the hardest to make work. Well, I guess Izzet might have been the one that seemed like it was the best at getting together. Okay, so Discordant Piper, Soul Reaper, you know, these things are all fine. Anax is obviously the best card in this pack by a significant margin. And I guess we could still end up like a black-red deck. We do have a playable black card. And maybe that's worth sort of taking a flyer on because the other cards in this pack just aren't very good. And red does seem to be really open. I mean, Favorite of Verois is okay, but I think I am going to take Anax. Let's see if we regret that. We'll put him over here for now, but keep in mind that we have him. I think we take a Catablepis. There it is. I think we take a Catablepis here. Yeah. Underworld Charger's pretty nice. I like having one Mogus's favor usually. Yeah, I mean, red may just be our best secondary option because the blue stuff we're seeing is not very exciting at this point. Yeah, and here we have, like, good red stuff. So, man, it sucks that we may not run Thrix, but our deck might be better for it overall because Omen of the Forge is pretty good. So is Blood Aspirant, honestly, and yeah, I mean, there's a blue card here and a white card here, but Omen of the Forge is enough better that I'm gonna take it. Well, that continues here. We take one of these red cards. So we do have one sacrifice outlet already for if we wanted to take the Portent. But it's probably just better to take the 3-drop. Or Aspect of Manticore, one or the other. I'm going to take the 3-drop. Ooh, another Rage Hound really late. I mean, we're going to lose having this awesome thing at the top. But overall, I think our deck's just going to be so much better. Like, these 3 blue cards are all fine, but Rage Hound is just better than all of them. We could take a Traveler's Amulet here. So I do think we have sort of switched into a completely different deck because of this pack. Don't think we want to run the Brute. May not run the Hero either, but I think we're basically a black-red deck now. We could consider taking stuff to help us splash here. Hello, Embrezi and the Blacker Lotus. So we could take an amulet here, which would help us splash something like Dreadful Apathy. Unfortunately, Thrix is double blue, so that's never going to happen. So there's 2 decent red cards here and a Traveler's Amulet, though. That's what we're looking at. I think I'm going to take the Amulet. I think it opens us up to enough things, and this isn't going to be that good in our deck the way it looks right now. It is pretty nice, but I'm going to take the Amulet. Wow, another Rage Hound. I'm all over that. I'm happy with all the Rage Hounds. Here, do we want a Temple Thief or an Oread? We don't really have enchantment things. Thanks for the sub. Glad you enjoy the top 10s, Ben Paul Thurston. Temple Thief or Oread? Which do we want more? Probably the Temple Thief. Grab a Bronze Sword here. Well, there's the land for our colors. Is it what we want here? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. It does make it easier to splash. The red and black cards here aren't great. Escape Velocity's alright. Mogus's Favor we've already got one of. We have a decent trick. You know, they're all fine, but maybe I do just take the Temple here. Yeah, I think it is the land. I think you guys are right. That's where I'm leaning. Ooh, Mire's Grasp. Yes, please. Another Traveler's Amulet, but obviously we want the really, really good removal spell more. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, there's another Rage Hound. They do kind of have diminishing values in multiples because of the fact that, you know, it stopped being easy to get them back. You know, you can only bring them back so many times. The question is whether we would rather have like an Oracle instead of a 4th Rage Hound. The Eidolon's not bad either. The most fun thing to do with it is to put Mire's Grasp on something and draw a card off of it. But we don't have that many ways of taking advantage of it, and it's pretty late for us to find a way to do that. It could happen, but it's not super likely. So I think it's one of these, and I kind of think I'm leaning towards Oracle number 1 over Rage Hound number 4. Yeah, I think that seems fine. It's a nice 2-drop, even though, like, in a vacuum, I don't think it's better than the Rage Hound. So here's another Traveler's Amulet, if that's the route we want to take. We could also take Wrap in Flames if we want to be all in on the aggro. Decent black cards in addition to that. We're not as desperate to splash Dreadful Apathy right now. So maybe I just take a Soul Reaper here. I think Theros is pretty good so far. Brazy. If I'm saying that correctly. I think you said I said it correctly, but... Farika's Libation, Soul Reaper of Mogus. Wrap in Flames. Yeah, it can be funny with Mogus's Favor, that's for sure. I'm just not usually a fan of this card unless I'm like a legit all-in aggro deck. I don't really feel like that's where we are. Maybe we are more of one than I think, though, huh? We don't have much top curve. And if we are a legit all-in aggro deck, this can let us do the remaining damage pretty easily. Maybe I should give it a shot. Let's do it, I guess. Omen of the Dead. I mean, we have some cards that are worth getting back. We also have a real sideboard card here, is what I was trying to say. But yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the Omen here. Okay, so Final Flare is interesting enough. I don't think we need to run Dreadful Apathy. I think we do probably want to run Final Flare. It's not awesome, but we don't have a ton of removal. And it can do the job in a pinch. It also means we don't want this amulet, most likely, so... Okay, so Blood Aspirant is nice, and it also is getting us into territory where I kind of am starting to wish that I had taken a steal the opponent's card. Let's see if we can find one of those. There might still be one hanging around late here. I don't like any of these red cards or this black card. Triumph of Annex just... yeah, it's just hard to make it consistently do what you need it to do. I think take Scopos. Yeah, Portent, that's what it is. That'd be pretty nice. So I think Escape Velocity is going to look pretty good in our deck because we have ways of milling ourselves, and getting it back is no joke sometimes, and I think it'll pay more dividends than the other things that are in that pack. Here we'll take this for the sideboard. I don't hate Rage Scarred Berserker, but... yeah, well, I guess we'll take a 4th Rage Hound now. We're definitely an aggro deck. Yeah, the question is how hard we want to go into aggro. Because if we're really an aggro deck, we may not... that just may be what we need to cut. And we can probably play 16 lands, too. It was a weird draft, because Thrix is awesome, but blue is just not around at all. We're definitely like a very aggressive deck, and I feel like maybe we didn't get tricks. Yeah, no Portents does feel bad. I'm with you. We saw one early and didn't think about it, but hey. So if I cut a land, what would I stick in the deck? A main board, Irreverent Revelers, or like a Bronze Sword or something? It might just be better to have 17 lands with those options. Yeah, I think it probably is. We can think about going to 16 against opponents where the Revelers are actually worthwhile. Yeah, so we'll just leave it as is. Yeah, don't feel great about this one, but we'll see what happens. All about the Rage Hounds. Okay, I think we can keep this, especially because we're on the draw. I always like it when my opponent plays like an X1 on turn 1 or 2, and I can just kill it with Mogus's Favor. It's always a good time. Yeah. Okay. It would have been funny to get like 4 Underworld Chargers and 4 of the Underworld Rage Hounds. Well, I can't kill that right away, unfortunately for me. And it can kill my Rage Hound with it pretty easily, as well as my Aspirant, so I think I just play my Oracle. Alright, so let us attack. Oh, that's not good. The only good news is that they don't have double green yet. That's all we have going for us, but obviously that's really bad news. I think we go with the Hierophant here. Hey, there's an escape velocity. Escape velocity can potentially make things interesting. Okay, so I think we may as well get this information before we figure out what we want to do here. Alright, so you're going to kill my Oracle? Oh no, you're doing it to me. Interesting. That worries me. I don't really want you, I don't think. More red mana would be nice. That's for sure. So I can use Wrap in Flames and Mogus's Favor next turn, which I guess might be nice. Right now, clearly what's going to happen to me is they're going to kill one of these and with their Oracle and then pump their Oracle. So, and probably the Charger because he can, you know, come back. So, I think we attack. Let them kill something. I'm a little surprised that's the way they decided to go there. I'm gonna play this Rage Hound. And in my turn. Well, that's pretty annoying, I would say. Okay. I kind of think I'm going to use Wrap in Flames here, not for the unblockability, but to finish off the heroes here. I think that is a good option. We're just going to attack. This guy can't block, luckily, so they can't mess us up that much. Yeah, Wrap in Favor probably would have been better. I mentioned doing it earlier and then forgot. I can also just use the Favor this turn, I guess. Which probably makes the most sense, actually. Aha! Well, I guess I'm a little glad that we didn't do it the other way. Alright. Well, in that case, and we're dead. That was... Should we just be splashing white? I kind of feel like we're so desperate for removal that maybe we should be splashing white. Which I think we can do without too much difficulty. We should be doing it, I think. Yeah. I think cut one swamp for plains. Yeah. Obviously that means 50. So we want to cut another land. I think we can get away with that. And then we need to cut one other card. I don't hate cutting Omen of the Dead. It's definitely the least impressive of the Omens. But maybe Hero of the Games. He's not very useful in this deck. Yeah. Give this a try. Yeah, we had a nice aggressive start there, but it didn't really matter. What are you saying competes with Escape? Opponent's sideboarding too. Oh, the Omen of the Dead, yeah. Yeah. The number of creatures we have that can't bring back. Because there's no best of one for Throne of El... Or that's not what this is. For Theros Beyond Death right now. That's why. No choice, basically, in the matter. Okay, I like that. Oh, I did end up leaving the Omen in, didn't I? Eh, whatever. After this game, we can decide if we want to permanently put a white card into here or not. Alright, so Temple of Malice. Do we want Final Flare? I mean, it is a spell. So maybe we do. I guess I'll say sure. Our X1s do look pretty bad against the Chimera they have. So we could play a land pad, but it doesn't really pressure them that much. I think I'm actually just gonna do this. All right. Got an escape velocity in the graveyard. Okay. All right. So now I think we just play. I mean, we could do this, but I think just playing Rage Hound. Land pad is pretty good. Oh, you're right. It's the 3 mana 4/2 that can kill creatures. Yeah, the Manticore or whatever it is. I forget that. Well, we're having another pretty nice aggressive start. We'll see if we can actually do something with this one. Or not. Okay. So, I think we attack. And then, I think we do bring back our Rage Hound here. We could just bring it back with Omen of the Dead, I guess, but... And hold on to our escape velocity, but... If they do kill something here, we can get it back with the Omen, at least. So... Okay. Question is whether we just want to Myers Grasp this out of the way and smash, knowing we have Final Flare to back us up. I think I'm gonna do it. Okay. All right. Okay. I think we attack. Then I think we play Mountain, Omen of the Dead, replay Rage Hound. Okay. So I can Final Flare her out of the way, but I'm kind of wondering if it's just better to attack into her, make them have to block. How many cards are in my graveyard right now? 1. Then I can... Yeah, I think for now, I think just attacking and forcing them into this block is fine. Final Flare plus Favor is lethal, you're right. Looks like they might have something, but... Because, yeah, we would have to hope they don't have Infuriate. Actually, Infuriate doesn't save their creature, so I just screwed that up, really, I think. Not much more to it than that. If I flare sacking my Lampad, it would have worked. Okay. All right, so... Oh, yeah, I can just sack the Omen. God. I'm smart. So smart. This format, like, I'm not playing it nearly as much as I do most of them, and I've definitely been making more mistakes as a result. I always make mistakes, but forgetting little things like that has been the bane of my existence. Okay. No reason to bring in our Reveler guys. Yeah, with 1 red mana up, I should have just flared their Caliphate and won, instead of giving them another draw. Obviously enough. This is fine. I kind of hate playing this card. I have a hard time even seeing it in my hand, even though I know it works in a deck like this one. Yeah, the Rage Hound, I don't think it's that surprising, based on all the other things we've seen be successful in Limited, like recursion mechanics. Yeah, Thrix was our first pick, but then Blue just didn't exist, basically. It was just gone. So, oh man, you know, what you want is for them to play a creature you can use your Omen of the Forge on. That's what you want, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna lead with the Charger here. Night Underworld Charger. Yeah, Hero Player Hierophant. Well, I mean, we kind of want a 5th land, but drawing 3 in a row would have been pretty brutal, I guess. Yeah, that's a good question. I think they probably know it couldn't, and they just wanted to be aggro, but maybe they didn't. Okay, so this is an interesting scenario. So we definitely just attack with both of them, see what the heck happens. We can Final Death in response to... Oh, no, we can't, because of Caliphate. We can Omen of the Forge, though. But what's the point? If they want to 2-for-1 themselves here and kill my Hierophant, like... do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And now I can just replay the Charger from my graveyard. Probably should have left my creature or anything. Okay, well. I could just kill this creature, which is kind of a problematic one. I think I'm just going to attack. And play Scavenger Harpy. Take away the card with Escape. And Incendiary Oracle. Uh-oh. They are missing double green for Uro, but they only need... Yeah. Now I wish I'd held on to that Harpy. That's for sure. So I can hit them for 9 this turn. Ooh. Now I don't even... This is going to be... We have 2 good removal spells for Uro if he ever shows up. I think I may as well use Final Death here. Yeah. I think it's better to bluff, leaving up red, than it is white in our deck, so... See if they have another green. If they do, we can at least put Dreadful Apathy on the creature. Glad you guys liked the top 10s. Yeah, doing instants was fun. A lot of research, but fun. Those take me... I sort of do them on the side the whole time to prepare to do them, instead of like getting it all together in 1 week or something like that. So we can potentially have lethal here in a couple of different ways. I think I'm just going to use Rapid Flames here. It's probably the safer way to go. It lets me kill the token. Yeah. If nothing else, it lets me kill the token. And if it's successful, obviously I can attack them for lethal, so... They've got something, yeah. They do have something, but that's okay. At least I got rid of the token. Alright, so now they're going to cast Uro from their graveyard, unfortunately for us. But we have Dreadful Apathy, so that's good. All right, so Sure. Then I think we'll just play a Rage Hound. And they're dead. We drew well against that Oro because we ended up with like both of our removal spells that could kill it or deal with it. That was pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'd say that's a mulligan. Man, I forgot to update my deck. We don't have... Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm going to put you on the bottom. We don't have our Dreadful Apathy in here now. Worth using Omen of the Forge. I think I'm actually just going to play this traditional because that's all that's available, Brohan. That's all that's available. Okay, so we're going to attack. Then I'm going to play this guy. Well, that's annoying. Luckily, they're both enchantment creatures at least, so... Yeah, Ranked Draft is gone for like a couple weeks for whatever reason. They announced it, but I don't really remember their rationale. Mono white, huh? Yeah, that checks out for a mono white deck. I had a draft to finish too, Arthur. The one we did last weekend that started 3-0. And then it was gone. Alright, so... we'll attack with both of you. Right, they replaced it with Guilds of Ravnica, but who cares, okay? Nobody wants to play Guilds of Ravnica at this point. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and Omen this guy. Also, it gives us a little bit more power, which is nice. On our Annex. Play our Temple. Final Flare. Yeah, we've got an Omen in play, so it's extra good. Okay. Didn't have to show them my final death. I'll take it. So, we need to go back to this deck, because I think it is our better option. Oops, not you. Sorry. We already put the Apathy in, so... yeah. Okay. Yeah, Dominaria is kind of an exception. I'm guessing you know that, though, because of your emoji. Interesting, interesting. I think we can keep this on the draw. Oh, you know what I don't think I put in? It's my freaking Traveler's Amulet. I am so smart. That means this Dreadful Apathy, we're like never going to draw the mana for it. Does that change my decision here? I don't think so. Probably should, but... God. I need to like make myself a note. I always forget these things after I finish a match. Oh my god, we drew our white. No, you didn't miss anything. I'm stupid, but we got really lucky. So, so it's going to work out for us, but I need to freaking... We have a Traveler's Amulet. I just didn't put it in because I'm smart. Smart, smart, smart. Man, I'm going to have to play this Harpy when they don't have a graveyard. I mean, I could consider Myers Grasping here instead. I don't think that's the worst plan. Let's do it. I always, yeah, like forget to do things that I say I'm gonna do. Oh man. That's pretty gross. That is pretty gross. I guess I'll play my Charger. Of course, we won't draw a red mana now is probably the trade-off. So we could play Dreadful Apathy. We'll probably just play our Harpy for no real reason. This deck actually doesn't have that much removal, Mr. Shrant. Yeah. Could have done that at instant speed, man. I'm gonna take 7 here. Ouch. Okay. Well, I say... Let's try and race. I'm gonna put Apathy on the flyer, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to attack with my flyer here. And then play Hierophant. I don't always draft a removal heavy deck, Mr. Shrant. I just had that one deck last weekend or the weekend before where I didn't have enough win conditions, but we still went 5 and 3, so it kind of worked out. That 2 and 3 is a problem. 2 and 3. That 2-3 is a problem. So the question is, do I want to block here? I don't hate the idea. So if we draw another mountain, escape velocity could make this turn pretty interesting. See if we can do it. Yeah, the non-enchantment creature. Ooh, we did draw a mountain. Interesting. Okay. So, that means we can go Rage Hound from the graveyard and play the escape velocity in our hand. Is that better than other options? I think it is. I also don't always draft black and white, Mr. Schrant. I think you're having some confirmation bias. Yeah, I think that's the best choice here. I could attack with the Harpy too, but really it'll just let him gain life and kill my creature, I think, so we'll just crack in for 8. Or if they block, we're okay with that too, honestly. So Rapid Flames may let us sneak in lethal here, depending on what our opponent does. Oh, not anymore. Not anymore. Three, 5, 7. 3, 5, 6. We might be able to still get lethal on them. Do we just take this 5? I guess we do. I can't really block it. They've got 1 blocker. So we can attack them. Yeah. Don't quite have lethal, unfortunately. However, I can play a bunch of stuff from my hand that'll keep us around. Well, not a bunch, actually. Just a few things. Yeah, I think we want Annex, though. Oh, yeah. We kind of had to attack with this. Because he can't block. Okay. I think that's good news for us. Overall. I can actually prevent them from gaining life here, and I will. Alright. So we pass to blockers. We block with our Harpy. And... do we also block with Annex? Probably. Probably, because the Lampad can then do its thing. Yeah. I think we're gonna get there here. Oh, whoops. And... yeah, pass the damage. We can start just cashing these in. Yeah, I guess that... can use Rapid Flames here if I want. I guess I may as well. Hello, Castleman Punk. Thank you for hosting me. Yeah, I can sack everything or attack or whatever. I could have won either way. Alright, so we're going to remember to change our deck this time. We're going to do it. How amazing is that? Alright, so cut both of these. Then we cut Hero of the Games, I think. We just don't have any way to target him. Then we put in Traveler's Amulet, Dreadful Apathy, and a Plains. Okay. I am ethnically Jewish. It's a complicated term, though. Since Judaism is an ethno-religion, so people usually just say, I'm Jewish. But yeah. Play first. This is a good hand. Especially going first. Just like, kill them all. Attack for 6 every turn. Seems good. Seems good. I'm Jewish, yeah. I'm not even Jewish-ish. I'm Jewish. Although I'm not particular... Ooh, okay, okay. Here's like the dream scenario where you go Mogus's Favor on an X1. Which, yeah, I can come back later, but we're good for now. And then play the Rage Hound. So we want them to play another X2 here that we can just kill with Omen. Man. That's not cool, man. We can kill it with the Omen, but it's going to take a little more effort. Yeah, so we let this happen. I wish I could recast Mogus's Favor right now, but since I can't... If only they had played an X2 there, we'd have been so happy. No Rage Hounds for me. I should have definitely put a hold on my upkeep there. These are things I forget that you have to, like, do on Magic Arena. Even though I've been playing it for a long time now. Online is still etched into my memory. Just need to hold control all the time, I guess. Bottom. I'll take another Rage Hound, though. I never did stream Magic online. Well, that's not true. During Modern Horizons, I did. But mostly I started streaming after Arena. So I can return a Rage Hound and exile a Rage Hound. I kind of don't hate that plan. I still have 2 Rage Hounds after all. I do lose Mogus's Favor too, but I think that's okay. That's alright. Our poor Rage Hounds. Hey, there's the 4th Rage Hound. Look out. Look out for the 4th Rage Hound. But yeah, Magic Online was the main way I played Magic for like 5 years. And I played it a lot. So I still forget sometimes to hold control on here because I'm so used to not having to do that. Well, that's not a lot of fun, but what are you going to do? All right. Definitely attack with both. If I want to get a Rage Hound back this time, I'm going to have to exile a bunch of things. Hello, Literal God. That's weird that it censors PhD. I don't know why. Glad you enjoyed the stream, Mr. Shranta, and I'm definitely not the best player. That is true. So I'm guessing they block the Rage Hound. Take 2. They get a 1/1 who can't block. And then I have to decide. Well, they may play Infuriate, yeah. Okay. Well, I think we just get him back and exile the other Rage Hounds. Just sort of suck it up. Should be a good time to draw a Hierophant, just to make sure we have the gas again. Yeah, it is unfortunate they still have cards in their hand. We need to just draw gas to have a real shot. So this will give them 2 bodies now. Okay, so I'm going to do this first because we may hit something we want. I'm going to play this land too, actually. We do not want to tap our plains auto-tapper because we might draw our white removal spell. Okay. Drawing another threat here is nice. Alright, so I think we attack with both. Just deal with the consequences. So I can now just cast my Rage Hound all over again. That's probably... Well, maybe the Rage Hound isn't as good as the Charger. No, it probably is. It's all about the Rage Hound, you know? I'm surprised this isn't a Dog Hydra or Elemental Hound Hydra. Well. That's annoying. My poor Rage Hound is... This game went too long for us to win, I think. Guess we'll keep that on top. Yeah, I mean, like, our deck doesn't have much of a top curve. So, once we get to this part of the game, it's like, well, need to find a way to do lethal somehow. I mean, we still have a shot and all, but it's Every turn the game continues, our percentage chance of beating them goes down. That is nasty. Man. It hurts. That hurts. There goes our Anax. He would have been helpful, but what are you gonna do, you know? So I think we replay the Rage Hound. I mean, I think we keep the train going here. Should have drafted more removal. Yeah, that's what it feels like, huh? How much of our deck is left? We have more than I thought after I saw how big this pile was. Man. Yeah, Wrap in Flames, a top-decked Wrap in Flames would be great. You're not wrong about that. That is the out we have. We need to draw it. That's our only hope. Well, Wrap in Flames actually still wins us the game if we can top deck it here. Yeah, we're gonna take 2. Top deck Wrap in Flames. Escape Velocity can be useful, but it's not right now. And my Underworld Rage Hound has to attack. Luckily, I can actually get it back still, so we'll still potentially have lethal. I guess I could have put Escape Velocity on it. I probably should have. Because then the block would have had to kill one of his creatures at least. I just want to be the person to cast the most Underworld Rage Hounds ever. That's the goal. Yeah, I'm gonna put the velocity on it now, but obviously I should have already. Probably wouldn't have saved us because I get 2 bodies and all that, but you know. I should have another turn unless they have something. Oh, yeah, like that. 9, 10. 9, 10. No, it's still not lethal. Okay. Well, we're going to take it because that's the only hope we have of winning this game. We go to 1. Yeah, and you're right. They probably have a trick or a burn spell. But if they don't... Yeah, we didn't. Had to draw the Wrap in Flames. Nope, no reason to bring in Revelers. Yeah, they really probably shouldn't have given me that extra turn. But hey. Wait, could I have 1 on the backswing? No. Yeah, no, I couldn't have won. For a second, I thought I just scooped because my mind was so settled on drawing Wrap in Flames. Huh. I think maybe I want to go back and watch that because I think they made a mistake there and I could have won almost, but probably not. I'm glad you're saying no. Wouldn't be the first time I fixated on drawing something and didn't realize that I could win without drawing it. So, all right, I think we keep this. Can get our planes up front ish. They drew it out because they were afraid, but yeah, they didn't need to be afraid, that's for sure. Ooh. I think I like drawing this 2-drop a little more right here. I think it's dead, though. The only good news is when our opponents kill creatures, they're just... Well, they're not going to kill our creature, but they would just be feeding our Underworld Rage Hounds, you know? That's like our whole deck. So... I think we attack. Then we play our Lampad. Which we probably don't use to trade with the Rage Hound. I think I just take 3. And we'll grab a Plains at the end of their turn. Which they know we have now, so. Alright, so we attack. Yep, it's traditional. I can Wrap in Flames just to kill a Rage Hound. Next turn, potentially. The white splash is for Dreadful Apathy. Alright, then we play this, which, you know, it's gonna mill a Rage Hound, right? I mean, what are the chances that it doesn't, you know? Maybe we should have just gone with 4 of them like we thought about. Nope, no Rage Hound. But, you know, we're setting them up nicely when they do arrive. And they will arrive one day. They will. Yeah, I think we just take this again. Trading for Rage Hounds just feels so bad. Like, when you have to do it. And, I'd like to avoid it if I can. Alright. So, I think we just attack here. Not sure what's going on over there. I can just pump mana into my Oracle to do more damage. It's probably what I'm going to do, at least twice. Nah. Yeah, at least twice. So I can at least leave some mana up for our Lampad. Alright. I guess they're color screwed, basically. Oh yeah, trade with the Oracle and exile it's attractive-ish. Not as attractive as attacking, I don't think, but it is attractive-ish. So they have green mana now. Alright, that should be the game then. Because we go... Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, so we go Wrap in Flames. Escape Velocity. I guess maybe I didn't need to show him my escape velocity there. I could have just gone with the sack option, but it's whatever. This is the first time I've drafted like an actual aggro deck in this format. Now, granted, it's grindier than most aggro decks in most formats because of the Rage Hounds, but it's still an aggro deck, obviously. Yep, it's best of 3. There's no Theros Beyond Death ranked right now, which I don't understand why they do things like that, but there you go. Wow, that's a bad hand. Well, see you later, hand. This is much better. We'll put a swamp on the bottom. I'll take a Scavenger Harpy, sure. Sure. Yeah, Lampad has, I think, definitely overperformed. See if Temple Thief stays alive. Okay, so I could Myers Grasp, but I honestly think trading here is fine. So is doing 3. Guess maybe I play my Rage Hound here. Yeah. Well, well, well. I think we just take 3. Then we Myers Grasp Anax. They get their token that can't block. I don't really feel like playing Escape Velocity. If I can exile Annex next turn, I wouldn't hate that. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Well, things just got really ugly. All of a sudden. Okay. Yeah, so play the Harpy. Yeah, and I think I put the velocity on it. Just so I can block Annex, I guess. Oh, so it gets more cards in the graveyard for my Rage Hound. Okay, so definitely block here and here and see what happens. Hope things go well. There's a good chance they don't, but it's better than the alternative, I think. Yeah. Ow. Alright, we're not done yet. Interesting. So I could play Escape Velocity just so I can Final Flare Annex. That might be our best move here, so... Choose targets. And then, yeah, leave the Rage Hound in. And I think we want to wait till they're upkeep, so at least the 1/1s can't attack me. Oh, you have to do it up here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I think that was the best thing to do. Still a good chance we lose, but it was the best thing we could do. Although, if I can get a Rage Hound back now... And, now I can, actually. Kind of afraid to play Funeral Rites and go about it that way, but... So we're going to grab a Plains. Play the Plains. Play a Rage Hound. Might have to Funeral Rites in the near future. Okay. Obviously, he has to attack, so he will. Now I can just double block him, which is pretty nice. Or single block him and pump my Oracle. Either way, I like it. I don't love that. We don't need them to be gaining life. Uh-oh. Are they about to target Hero of the Games? If they do, we're dead, pretty much. They do not target their Hero of the Games. Okay, trade for a Rage Hound. So, are we getting into territory where we should Funeral Rites? I kind of think we are. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So glad I did it now. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. But it does let us do this. Well, isn't that great? Mire's Grasp is already gone. We need to draw a white removal spell, pretty much. That's what we're looking at. I love Trample after I've dropped myself to 3, you know? Ooh, that was a good draw. That was a good draw. I think I attack first. Because, like, if they decide to block my Rage Hound with the Forerunner... Yeah, I didn't think they would, but... So the question is, do I wait until his turn? There aren't that many cards that can save their Forerunner, so I think maybe waiting until their turn is the better move. Yeah. Because if they make decisions based on the fact that the Forerunner is going to be involved in an attack like this, yeah. Should I declare blockers first? Probably. So... I can't block like that, though. I can block like this, though. So there's a good chance they can pump their whole board, in which case we're screwed, but I think the risk is worth it. I like that they said good game. I guess we'll see if it's actually a good game or not. Oh, I remember Trample. I'm just taking it away. Oh! That's a jerk move right there. That's a jerk move. Just kill me with that already. Slow rolling that. You know, when I went down to 3, I sort of thought... I am now in range of that, that card. But I think going down to 3 in the first place is what helped us even live long enough to get killed by Fateful in there. Alright, that's a keeper. Oh, I mean, I knew it was coming pretty much, yeah. It wasn't like 100%. But slow rolling it like that was pretty lame. I don't think there's any way around that. I guess maybe they thought I had the destroy a big creature and gain life spell, in which case they would have had to do it in response to kill me. So maybe I should consider that in my assessment. Oh yeah, we want that. Yeah, he could have just drawn it. But he still could have... Well, what I mean is he could have used it that turn. This is not good news, by the way. We do have ways to blow it up in our sideboard, at least. What I mean is he could have used it at the beginning of that turn and killed me, instead of attacking and making me go through blockers. That's all I mean. But yeah. I think he was probably worried I had the gain life removal spell, which would have been pretty bad news for him. Alright. So, Shadow Spear is not good news. And the thing to wonder is whether it's worth Myers grasping this just so they don't have something to put their Shadow Spear on. I think for now I'm kind of okay with it, actually. I'm just going to play my Oracle and my Amulet. So they're going to attack. Alright, so we're going to do... Actually, we're not going to do that. Because we can just Myers Grasp and Mire Triton. Yeah. That's probably better this turn. Let's attack first, I guess. Hopefully they don't have Karametra's Favor, I guess. There's only one way to find out. Alright, that's good news. So we just have to kill them before Shadow Spear does too much. That's not hard, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Grab a Plains. Play a Plains. Play Dreadful Apathy. Alright. We definitely want to side in at least one copy of our Artifact Destruction guy. Probably not 2 copies. There's only 1 target for it, most likely. Even though that target is super high priority. Yeah, that's annoying. Why does it have to be life gain? Whose idea was that? Okay, so I think I still attack with everything, but I think we're in some serious trouble now. I don't think we're going to be able to get over the hump. We can try, but it's going to be a challenge. Alright, so I think we just hit them for 4, because we can actually replay our Rage Hound and play Blood Aspirant after we do that. Yeah. So, Rage Hound. Actually, I'll leave you, even though I don't think I have any way to get you back. And Blood Aspirant can help us sneak in some extra damage, at least. He does do damage. Makes things unblockable when he damages them with his ability. Oh, man. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. Yeah, that's not good. Although... We're not completely out of luck here just yet. All right. So, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're lethal on your own, so they're gonna have to block you. What happens if I use my aspirant? He can't sacrifice him. Oh, he can sacrifice himself. Isn't that lethal? So I sacrifice him to himself, hit this for 1, make it unable to block, attack with everything, and no matter how they block, enough damage gets through. And we have to do this like now, or we're kind of screwed. So, yeah. Oh wait, my math here is wrong, because I'm acting like my Blood Aspirant can attack. No, my math is not wrong. We're there. Unless they have something. Man. Thank God. We had to win that turn or we were never going to win, so. So yeah, we definitely want one of this guy in. What do we cut for it? Could be Escape Velocity or Omen of the Dead. It's probably one of those. Temple Thief's not anything special either. I think I'll cut the Omen. So we won the game where they got both their bombs. Let's hope we don't have to deal with that again. Okay, all right. That's reasonable. That makes it better. Catoblephus can kill a god. It's true. That is true. Anax plus Blood Aspirant can be pretty nice. Sup, Owl. The thing is about Catoblephus is I think we kind of hope we never get to that stage of the game. But yeah, I guess it does give us a top curve that can do some things. Okay. Mire Triton or Funeral Rites? Probably just... It's tempting to grab another Swamp. A little tempting anyway. But I think we'll just grab a Plains here. Oh yeah, our Aspirant gets a +1/+1 counter. I knew that. I swear. I did kind of forget that. Well... Does that change things for us at all? Not really. I think we just play our Triton and end our turn. And no attacks. Oh yeah, they can't block Temple Thief. Well, oh yeah. I was looking at the artifact creature. Uh-oh. They got Helliot a lot more quickly this time, and that is bad news. Okay. So let me cast Funeral Rites, for which I paid too much mana. Okay, I can actually attack here and blow up a double block, except I can't because I tap my mana like an idiot, so never mind. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, I could have played the Omen. I guess killing the Transcendent Envoy would have been worth it. I was too flustered by my mistake. Probably should have done it. I'm really surprised they're not just going all in on the whole lifelink thing. Because it gives me more time to find a way. Hey, there's Dreadful Apathy. Doesn't turn off the ability, but at least if it ever becomes a creature... Oh, Reverent Revelers can kill the artifact creature too. How stupid am I? Don't answer that. So yeah, we're going to play Reverent Revelers. Destroy target artifact. Then we're going to play... Well, we don't have to do anything yet. I guess I'll just attack now. I'm actually going to cast the Omen. Then I think we attack with both of those. Yeah, our Aspirant can get up to a 3/3, which is nice. I think they're finally gonna start gaining life, which I think is the best move for them. Yeah, sacking the Omen at some point might be a good call. I make so many little mistakes in this format so far. Okay, so we're going to take it. So the good news is I can just stick Dreadful Apathy on it. And I think then we just attack and then play Ragehound from the graveyard. I could have done one more damage if I played my Ragehound first, but hey. I think we have a real shot here because our Aspirant can make something they play unable to block. What are they going to go after? Annex? Ah, that makes sense. They go after Dreadful Apathy. Yeah. I think they might still be in trouble here. 6, 10, 12, 14. They're still dead because I can do this. And then we have 4, yeah. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Woo! I've been making a lot of misplays, but my deck's been bailing me out, so, you know, I'll take it. So we're at least finishing with more wins than losses now. I think with a Scryland in my hand, this is actually keepable. Without it, it probably wouldn't be. But I think with it, it's fine. Yeah, because we can just bottom any land we see. Well played, sort of. I would say. Nice. All in on the Arachneer. I think I'll play my Ragehound. Yeah. I'm not sure. Oh, our deck does have a couple flyers, actually, now that I think about it. Temple Thief, Escape Velocity. Might not have hurt too much. Well, interesting. Probably the Ragehound because I have a Hierophant in my hand. Yeah. And getting it back isn't going to be hard. This can't block either, our Temple Thief, so... Don't love hitting Myers' Grasp there, but I'll take it, I guess. See you later, Ragehound. Well played. Well played, opponent. Okay, so they have one card in their graveyard, so this isn't coming back for a little bit at least. So I think playing Oracle, then a Mountain, then Escape Velocity, then just attack with everything. Seems decent. Definitely am going to need to draw some gas, but, you know. I'm a little surprised they'd rather kill my Thief than the Oracle. Maybe they don't want me to have Escape Velocity in the graveyard, but... yeah, I think they're going to block the Oracle. Yeah. Man, Pharika spawn's nasty. This is pretty good. We go Charger, Escape Velocity. Attack. There's a decent chance they trade, yeah. It feels to me like they're going to make this game go long, in which case we're in trouble, basically, so. But that looks like it's where we're headed. So the Arachneer may come back now. Oh, they need one more card. Well, I better get that Underworld Charger back while I can. So I think we play our Charger. Exile these three things. I guess, yeah, we attack. So we need to find one of our ways to deal with the Timuret before too long. Yeah, definitely just take 4 here. Not that I have the choice, but I would have no matter what taken 4 there. So if I Funeral Rites, I can potentially set up an Escape Velocity creature or something. This comes back as a 4/5. Yeah, that's not too big. I can handle that. Oh. That's not nice. Okay. Well... guess we'll cast Funeral Rites. Okay. So I think we want to get the Charger back again. And yeah, exile these 3 things. Uh-oh. They can bring back the spawn now, and that's going to be bad. Yeah. It's like, honestly, at this point, is Temple Thief actually more useful? Probably not. Yeah. Ow. Alright. So... I think we're dead. The Temple Thief would have been better to keep because it can block. Yeah. No matter what I do, I'm dead. I can... play a Rage Hound and put Escape Velocity on it, and then they have to block, but they don't have to block and lose a creature. So it doesn't make a difference. I'd have to play my Amulet to do that in the first place. Wait a second. Yeah, no. I can't get enough blockers to survive. So we will concede. Yeah, their deck's just loaded up with the really, really, really good escape creatures. This is where I wish I had some graveyard hate, you know? But what are you gonna do? Right, I think that's a keeper. It's a little low on creatures, but that's probably okay. It's a hand that can help us punch through the last damage, potentially. Two, thanks to Rapid Flames. Oh, our friend Timoret. It's tempting to Myers Grasp him, but I think adding to the board this turn... yeah. Interesting, interesting. You don't see people use that very often. It's going to make our funeral rites hurt, that's for sure. Man, I'm stupid. No, I'm never going to be able to kill Timoret. Oh. Bad mistakes day. It's actually not true. I can kill him here. I just have to 2-for-1 myself to do it. But I definitely should have killed him when I had the chance. I didn't imagine they'd play a 3 black mana card, you know? That's just not... That wasn't on my radar. Clearly it should have been. Yeah, so this is going to do 4 to us. Still worth it. Frequently, anyway. Losing 2 removal spells there hurts. See you later, Oracle. Well... yeah, then we'll play our Charger. I mean, maybe I should have assumed they could get his toughness to 4, but I assumed it would still be 3 by our turn. But yeah. Yeah, this isn't good. This is not good. Did I mention this isn't good? Okay. Do I just attack with both of them and plan on Myers grasping the spawn if they block with it? I mean, we just have to keep the damage going. Or, we're in trouble, basically. So, I could also use Rapid Flames, potentially, I guess. Would I rather use Rapid Flames? Probably not. It's going to have more utility in the later part of the game. Why does it only need 3 other cards? Whose idea was that? At least this is a Gorgon, I guess. Still gonna suck, though. Oh. Okay, no, never mind. Nothing happened. Do I want to Funeral Rites or Blood Aspirant is kind of what it comes down to. I think Blood Aspirant. Well, that sucks. Hello, TPO3. Right, so they're going to gain back all that life. So we can cast our Charger at least. Before they do something about it. Losing Wrap and Flames there really sucks. That's for sure. I think this deck is overperformed, frankly, especially given how poorly I've piloted it. So I'll take it, you know. I would take a 3-2 with this all day. Okay. Nope, no interesting bombs. We are a bombless deck. We're just all about escaping with common creatures, basically. Man. I guess it does mean I can attack here a little more aggressively, but I can also just use it to scry. Make him a 2-2. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it means you break even at least. I think it may actually mean you get 100 more gems than you paid. Or whatever. Keyword there is, I think. So I could play the Omen. Man, if I wish I could get a creature back with it right away. Because being able to sack it to our Blood Aspirant would be nice here. Is that just worth it? I mean, probably not. But getting back my Death Toucher, that doesn't seem too bad, right? So I think I'll attack with my Hierophant here alone. See what happens. Yeah, they're going to block. Now, I can go Omen of the Dead while they have no mana. Get back our Hierophant. And play it again. And we'll just hold on to this swamp. It doesn't accomplish anything anyway. We're hanging in there. They do still have a Farika's spawn, to which we'll be sacrificing our Blood Aspirant, I would guess. Or they just want to play a Horn Beetle, I guess. That's cool with me. Man, I should have held control again to scry. Break even in best of 3 is not 4 wins, Garth. Activate ability. I just need to always hold on to control, because I expect that to be how things work for me. Okay, well, Anax plus Blood Aspirant can be pretty nice. I honestly don't really think we want Traveler's Amulet, even though we don't have a white mana. I think we want to draw more real cards, basically. Okay. So, I think we go ahead and attack with both of these. Alright, so... okay. If that's true, they've made it harder to be break-even, because it used to be 3 and 2. Okay, you're just wrong. Well, I'm glad you're wrong. Yeah, so we're pretty much dead, I would say. I'd say we're pretty much dead. Especially with Farika's spawn waiting in the wings. So, my Blood Aspirant will become a 3/3, for what that's worth, if I decide to sack my Underworld Charger, but... God, maybe it's right to sack my Charger. I think it probably is, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, because the fact it can't block is kind of a liability here. Morning Adept Moron. Nope, we have no bombs. Alright, so... I can block and then sack my Hierophant. To keep my Aspirant alive. But at this point, I kind of think the Aspirant's Death Touch matters more. So I'm just going to block. I mean, they're a black-green deck, so I don't think they're splashing for the Horn Beetle. Yeah, I think we're pretty much dead. I mean, we've been basically dead for a while now. Yeah, ooh, they're actually gonna close out the game with the Enemy of Enlightenment. $210. You know, if I'd killed that Timuret early, this game would have gone very differently. Obviously enough. Yeah, okay, well. And we're dead. Yeah, we were never really in... Didn't really feel like we were ever in any of those games in that last match. Overall, you know, I think that deck did better than I expected. It really needed some combat tricks, and it really needed a threaten effect, and then we would have been a lot better off, I think, but I will take it. At this point, I'll take it. We haven't actually, probably jinxing myself, but I haven't had a draft where I didn't win more than I lost in like 2 weeks now. Granted, I only draft on Saturday and Sunday these days, but that's like 10 drafts or whatever. After the beginning of the format was pretty rough.